Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome if you're new here. If you're new, please consider subscribing. I'd love to see you back. So today I'm going to show you what is on my Christmas list. The list has way more than I will actually be getting, but I like to be somewhat surprised. So when I have to give my family a list, I like to put a lot of choices on. So I'm not exactly sure which one of the items I'm going to get. My men love them, great people, but not really good at picking gifts. And I've gotten some really weird purchases in the past. It stresses them out, so they all want a list. And I thought it might be inspiring. You know, if you are thinking of something and you don't know what to ask for, or if you have a colorist in your family and you don't know what to buy them, I thought it might be nice to see what I have on my list and maybe inspire you. So from this point on, it's going to just be stills of the gifts on my list. Sometimes if it's a book, I was able to find some inside pages so I could show you what's in it. I'm going to start first with the coloring book supplies, and then I'm going to move on to the books I'm requesting. So I hope you enjoy the video. I hope this is useful for you, and I'll talk to you at the end of the video. So as I mentioned, first up are supplies. And this is one I really hope I get, and it's a new camera stand. The one I have barely holds my iPhone. I need to prop it up against something if I need to raise it for a larger book. And as you can see, it sells on Amazon US for about $40. So I am hoping that it really holds up the 5 pounds it advertises for. The next supply that I would like is a set of oil pastels. I've been watching Maya's channel and she's having so much fun playing with these oil pastels that I want to have a go. Sennelier is a good brand. So I hope they won't be super oily like I've seen when some people are doing reviews, but that they move very smoothly. I think a set of 24 might be a good start, and these are landscape colors, which seem to be good because I'm going to be primarily using them for backgrounds. This next one is not really high on my list, but I really have seen a lot of good reviews for these ChromaFlow pencils. And with all those positive reviews on YouTube, I'd like to give them a try as well. They sound like a good between my Polychromos and my Prismacolors. So not as hard as the Polys, not as soft as the Prismas, but I think it might be a good in-between pencil. This gift falls outside of my comfort zone, but since they're not expensive, I would like to try drawing and learn how to draw this year and maybe even offer some free PDFs on my channel. I'm not sure I am doing that, but I would like to give it a go. And I've been looking at some of the apps that you could draw with, and they don't seem really expensive. So this might be a fun gift idea, even though it's outside my box. Up next, I would like to try some alternate acrylic paint pens. I've talked about my frustration with the ArtX nibs. They're too soft for someone that's as heavy-handed as I am, and I'm trying to cover in black lines, and that gets really hard when the nib is so soft. So I want to try some alternate ones. This is just as good as a place to start as any, and to see if I can find a nib that's a little bit harder, that works better with my style. So a new set of acrylic markers is definitely high on my list. These brush pens have been making their way around the coloring community, and they look interesting. I'm trying to expand my coloring arsenal, and these might be useful for a quick color or for simpler pages. I will always be predominantly a pencil colorist, but I'm starting to appreciate using additional supplies, especially for base layers, before I use my colored pencils. So I'd like to give these a shot, but I need to start with a good amount of colors so that I don't get frustrated with the lack of colors. So that's why I'm, going all out for the whole 90. And speaking of base layers, I would like a larger set of Ohuhu alcohol markers. I currently have 3 small sets, which I absolutely love, but some are starting to run out. And a larger set would be great and more compact in one place rather than dragging around 3 sets. Then I can concentrate on getting the refills, especially after Ohuhu starts to expand and get more supplies, because it's very hard to get the refills right now. Next up is this gorgeous set of Holbein gouache, and it's the spring color set. And this is really more of an indulgent gift. Again, as I said, I want to expand some of my techniques. I do have some gouache, but I have such a limited number of colors that I barely use them. And this set is so beautiful that I think it would be really good for backgrounds, which again is where I probably would use it most. But this is more expensive than the others, so I might not be getting this one, but might be a good birthday gift for myself in January. So that's it for the supplies I've put on my Christmas list. And next up, I'm just going to show you some of the coloring books I'd like to add to my coloring collection. Hannah Carlson is one of my favorite illustrators, yet I only have like 3 of her books. So I want to add, 1 or 2 more, and I have 2 on my Christmas list for this year. First up is Midnight Magic. And this is a later book of hers, but it seems to have like a really nice wide variety of types of images in it. So this is one of the 2. Daydreams is either her oldest book or an older coloring book and has always been a favorite of mine. It does seem to have more portraits, which I really do enjoy doing, but it does have a variety of other images, as you can see. So this is a good Hannah Carlson for me, and I think would be, even though older, a great addition. Another favorite illustrator is Leila Dooley, and it looks like she totally knocked it out of the park with A Walk in the Woods. This one is gorgeous. Her images can be very detailed and somewhat intimidating, but they turn out so beautifully when you do get the courage to do them, and I really enjoy them. I have to be honest, I have no idea what the English title is for this book, but I think it's The Mate to Colorful Time, which is a book I have. And the images in that book are absolutely amazing, and these look just as well. I'm not particularly fond of the paper, but it's quite rough and porous, but as I learn to work with the paper, I think these images could be absolutely stunning. Christine Caron is a top illustrator for me. I have a couple of her books, but I'd like to add to that collection. I'm not in love with the paper, hence why I don't have as many as I would like, but the images are beautiful. I love doing portraits. I just wish she would do more of the quality that she did in Wildflower Folk. I would have every single book if she improved the paper. This coloring book is my version of Cute and Cozy or Cute and Quick type of coloring book. These would be easy and quick colorings in between my more complex books, and I think they would be really relaxing. Plus, the expressions on their faces are absolutely adorable, so I think this would be a fun book to have. This book and author are new discoveries for me. I just recently saw it on someone's YouTube channel, but the images are stunning. I especially love the zodiac portraits, so this is kind of top on what I would like to add to my list. This would be my first Kevin Teo book. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any uncolored images to show you what's inside the book, but I have seen a lot of beautiful images on YouTube, so try to check out if you can find them if you're interested in it. But this would be another fun book to have. I especially like how quirky the images and the expressions are. Another first-time illustrator would be Carla Magana. And I believe a couple of people are doing some kind of full book buddy color. And I think I would like to join it or hope to join it. So this would be a really fun book as well. And I am trying to get better with my alcohol markers. And I think this book and probably the Kevin Teo book would really help me get better. Wildflower Folk is my most favorite coloring book in my collection. And as I mentioned, she's a top illustrator for me. This would be a second copy though. This would be the only book that I could imagine wanting to repeat the images. But I love them all. I absolutely love everything that I've done in the book. And I just wish, again, that she printed all of her books in this high quality paper. The last book on my list is not a coloring book. It's actually what I'm going to refer to as a reference book. I think it'll help me with my color selections, which I sometimes get totally frozen by. I don't think I want to invest in something really expensive, but I liked this one because it expands beyond the 5 colors. So it might give me a good idea when I feel stuck on what to do and to try as a springboard for a coloring palette. Okay, that is it for what is on my Christmas list. I know I have some favorites that I would really like, but as I mentioned in the front, I do like some surprise element, so I don't want to say like, yeah, here's the list of the 4 things that I want. But my birthday's in January. So whatever I don't get, I might be getting, especially some of those books that I really want. But I hope again that you enjoyed the video. Everyone, I will see you, I hope, in the next video, which I believe is going to be before Christmas, which is the holiday I celebrate. But I'm wishing everybody happy Hanukkah, happy Merry Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, or anything else that you may or may not celebrate at this time of the year. So talk to you in the next video, guys. Bye. Thanks for watching.